Hi there. So, what's occurring then? So, we're gonna. Good evening. Hope everybody's doing okay. And is there are there any takers out there? Well, we're just gonna usual stuff. Stick around for 5 minutes, and we'll find out who's interested in football and who isn't. Because at the moment is the start of the England game for the World Cup. So. I don't really care, to be honest. I'm not interested in football. Not really bothered, folks. So we'll stick around and see if anybody bothers to come on. Yeah, and if nobody comes on, then it means you're all football heads, basically. But we'll see. Yeah, so I expect an awful lot of them are going to be lining up the beer tins and switching on the telly, or maybe you're out in the pub watching it all. And yeah, well, whatever. But I'm not. We'll see how it goes anyway. So yeah, well, stick around. Stick around. Yeah, stick around, folks. And yeah, moderation. I don't think we got enough people here to moderate at the moment, so we'll just close that down. I'll just put a first comment up. Ooh, first comment. It's me. Never mind. Well, we'll see how it goes, and we'll give it 5 minutes. Hey, Jeremy Spencer. Hello, Jeremy. Good evening, mate. Yeah, I'm surprised that you're not watching the football, Alan. I thought you would be. I thought you were a sport head, just like everybody else. But yeah, so this is basically a test to see who is into football and who doesn't really care. And I know I'm one of the people that doesn't really care. So how are you doing, Jer? Are you all right, mate? Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, Jeremy's on here. Yeah, so one of my best mates, Jeremy Spencer, and I bet you've been hectically mad busy today, Jer, haven't you, mate? It's been hot outside. So yeah, hope you haven't got too hot, and yeah. So yeah, I mean, feel free to pop another comment, whatever. It's just me and you at the moment, mate. 1, 2, 3. Who's that? Somebody else is watching. There's 2 people on. I've got this little thing on here. It can tell me who's watching, and yeah, and at the moment, well, model making. Wow, what are you making, Jer? What are you making? I like the sound of that. I love models, and yeah, I'm still itching to fly my little Bell QH1 Huey, my little helicopter I've got, this RC helicopter, and it is awesome. And another friend of mine is he's helped me get something else working as well. My little, many years ago, I had a little radio controlled Cessna. It was a 3-channel one, little small Cessna aircraft made out of styrofoam, and 3 channels. You had RC channels for motor control and also rudder. And my mate who's had a look at it, how good is that? So maybe I can get that back soon, and we can go flying with that as well. That would just be brilliant. I used to love flying that little thing. It was great. So model making. Well, what are you making a model of then, Jer? Tell us. Let me know, mate. Model making. Cool. Hey, Chris Sedgman. How are you, mate? Hello. Hope you're okay, buddy. Yeah. Hope you've been out enjoying the nice weather. I think I heard somewhere that this weekend marks the end of the intense hot weather. Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see, because personally, I don't trust weather forecasts. They're always wrong, usually, mate. And yeah, I hope you're doing well, Chris. Anyway, and yeah. So, Jeremy, you still haven't told me, mate. What are you making a model of, mate? That would be cool. Are you doing something cool? Is it a car? Maybe a helicopter? Oh, of course, yes, Jeremy. Yeah, I know what you mean, mate. Yeah, you've told me already. Hey, good evening, Kerno. How are you, mate? Yeah, Kerno EXP is in the house. Right, so guess what I mean. That's 4 people in the chat on into football, and I thought I was the only one. Great, because if everybody was into football, they probably wouldn't be watching this, So yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, and myself and Mr. Kerno, we had an exceptional day out today. We went off down on the bikes, little Jaffa Orange Dax. No, not mate. No, I don't blame you. Yeah, but my dad will be up there in about half an hour upstairs doing his nut because of the usual poor England football team performance. And yeah, it was a great day, mate. Yeah, and yeah, no, we got on the bikes. I rode the little Jaffa Orange Dax, and I rode that with Mr. Kerno. We started off in Redruth, and then I went to get a number plate made up for it in just short of Campbell, and 56 miles. Yeah. Well, I didn't realise it was that much, mate. Well, I probably add on another 10 miles on that for me. So yeah, so that I did about 66 miles then. So likely, yeah, because the distance from where I am to where Kerno lives is at least 10 miles. So yeah. So we moseyed on down after that. I got the number plate made up this morning, and for the little bike, and then we headed on down towards Helston. We stopped at Tesco's in Helston and got our lunch, and then from there we went on down towards the Lizard, and then we ended up down at Mullion Cove, didn't we? No, not Mullion Cove. First of all, it was Poldhu Cove, and we went to the Marconi radar station, which is fabulous. Now I have been there donkeys years ago, but not for a very, very long time. And we walked around the site, and we could see all the concrete mast bases and anchor points from the original wireless station, which was there, up until 1901. And yeah, the Marconi history, that's amazing. Anybody who isn't familiar with Mr. Marconi, well, Mr. Marconi back in 1908, I believe, he made the first transatlantic radio transmission, basically Morse code, and that was received by another wireless station that Marconi built as well in, I believe it was America or Canada, was it? One of the two. And the dawn of a new age for communications, because not long after that, people were talking to each other all over the world by wireless telegraphy, which was like a thing. And of course, the Marconi site was where it all started. Yeah. So we went down there and we had a walk around, and we did a bit of a video, and then we went down to Mullion Cove for lunch, and that was cool. We found an awesome space right up the top of the hill, overlooking the little harbour, and a nice park bench as well, mate. And then we ate our lunch there and chilled out a bit in the sun, and then decided it was we needed hydration, so we went back to the Mullion village, and the little pub in Mullion village, the New Inn. We parked our bikes by the benches and outside tables and stuff, didn't we? And then we had a nice pint of Coke and ice and a slice of lemon. That was perfect. That was just the thing we needed for being really hot and dehydrated. And then after that, we rode back. I think I left Mr. Kerno at Helston, because Mr. Kerno carried on back towards Redruth, and I myself, I took the main road from Helston to Falmouth, and that was pretty good. Now, one of the things that was quite amusing for me on my way back to Falmouth was basically on the first part of dual carriageway. Yeah, on the first part of the dual carriageway on the Falmouth to Helston road, I was stuck behind this really slow van, and I mean, like, I was literally stuck behind it. The van was doing all of like 40 miles an hour, if that, and I managed to summon the power from the Jaffa Orange, and I managed to overtake it. It was a close run thing, but I managed to do it, and it was literally throttle to the stop. And yeah, I managed to eke it up to 50 mile an hour going uphill, which is pretty impressive, really, for that little bike. And it was kind of weird because as I went by with the van was there, and I was overtaking it this side. Then I could almost, the driver had his window open, and he was looking at me, and we were both sort of smiling at each other. And I think he did the decent thing and eased off a little bit to allow me to get ahead. But yeah, it was an absolute hoot. Yeah, it was a dual carriageway, and the speed limit was 60 mile an hour. And well, I didn't even just over 50 mile an hour. So yeah, no speed limits. No speed limits broken there, folks, for sure. But it was a good. It was quite comedic. I think the guy in the van was pissing himself, laughing, and I was there, sort of chuckling and silently hoping that he would lift his foot off the accelerator. But I think he must have liked me because we were smiled at each other and laughed, and he lifted his foot off the accelerator slightly to allow me to pass, which was pretty cool because. By the time we got halfway up, I got halfway up the hill, I had a look over my shoulder, and the van, he was miles back. So either he's carrying something extremely heavy, or perhaps he's loaded right up with building materials or something like that, and the van is struggling, or perhaps he's just driving it like a granddad. But either way, he was a nice chap. And if anybody hears this, or if anybody knows him, it's yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Part one. Yeah, that'll be good, mate. Yeah. So myself and Mr. Kerno will be we're releasing a video in days to come of the Marconi wireless station, and it's a really good place to go. If you've never been there, it's pretty fascinating. And the museum there, what was it with that museum, Colonel? There is a museum there at the Marconi wireless station, but it was shut. I mean, shut. Why? It's June, for goodness sake. Yeah, summer holidays, isn't it? The tourists are everywhere. And, oh, say no more, mate. Yeah, say no more. Yeah. Well, that just doesn't make sense at all. I mean, you got a museum for the wireless telegraphy site at Polruan Cove and Polurian Cove, sorry, and on a nice hot sunny June day when it's packed with visitors, it's not open. Oh well, bugger it. So yeah, they definitely are, mate. I agree with you there completely. So yeah, yeah, but we had a great afternoon, and I got home about just shy of 4:30, which is good, and when I got home, I had a phone call, and I had to go and jump in the car and pick my dad up because he'd nipped out. And we got back here and we ate some dinner, and yeah, everything's cool. Yeah, it was. Yeah, there was one thing I regret actually, is I didn't get any pictures of the bike today anywhere with any of the scenery or places I've been on it. I mean, we did find some fantastic roads, didn't we, mate? All down the back of Mullion, and we took that little road just because I'd never been down there. Kerner had been down there, but it's a little back road that actually passes one of the gates for Pradanic Airfield, which is right at the back. And it's a dead end because it leads to like a little farm courtyard where you can park, and you can then go over a stile and walk towards the coast road and the coast path. Sorry, and yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah, it's just been a great day, and now I don't know what it is about that little bike. I really do. I am very fond of it. I mean, I was very fond of my old monkey bike, folks. I really did. That was a real wrench to have to part with that one, and but I shut my eyes and just did it. But so we got a message here. I'm getting messages. Who's this now? Oh, wow. What messages? Oh, lovely. Thank you very much. Thank you, mate. Thank you, mate. Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah, that's a lovely picture. That is. Yeah, Yeah, brilliant, mate. Thank you. Yeah, but yeah, it's exceptionally good little bike that as well. And I cannot believe, I think today it's cost me a total of £5 in petrol. Not even, no, in fact, it was less than £5. It was about this morning when I left. It was I visited the little petrol station in Penryn, and I believe it was about £4.70 something. It was all I could squeeze in the tank, and we've done I've done about 66 miles, and I've still got fuel but I've still got fuel in there. It's pretty good. I could probably go to Truro and back again if I wanted to, and still have fuel for that. So it's yeah, definitely not the case with the Triumph that I've got, because the Triumph will, you can literally fill it up in the morning, and then by lunchtime you need some more fuel, basically, if you ride it, spiritedly. And yeah, so it's a very, very frugal little thing to ride around on, and it's bog standard as well, apart from the air filter. I think the air filter is the noisiest part of the bike anyway, because it's one of those like conical sort of like ram air filters, and when you're going along and you've got the bit of engine under a bit of load and you open the throttle a bit, the noise of it snorting through the filter is quite profound. Shared the video when it got. Oh, right. Okay. Thanks, mate. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. I will watch that in a bit, mate. Thank you. Yeah, I don't want to give the game away. So, awesome. Yeah, so how's everybody else? Hope you've been having a good day. And yeah, hope everybody's been okay. We're down with four boards in chat anyway. Mr. Guscott, are you still with us? If you're there, Mr. Guscott, drop us a drop a comment, Mr. Guscott, if you're there. Mr. Guscott, you know who I mean. Yeah. My friend Jeremy. Yeah. Oh no, that's fine, mate. I think there's only four people in chat so far. So yeah, we'll have some gab and some banter. So if anybody wants to anything they want to add, I don't know. I know he's building a model, Kerno. He's putting a little RC plane together. Jeremy got this little RC plane when he's been away recently, and it's a small, ultra lightweight indoor RC plane, so it's small, and I think it's designed to be flown indoors or outdoors on a very still day. But it's yeah, it'll be interesting to see that, Jer. Yeah, still there, mate. Yeah, that little plane, mate. Does it have ailerons as well, or is it just elevator and rudder and motor? That would be interesting to know. Yeah, because yeah, I know that the other one that we know of, mate, the Martin's one, that's got the full function, isn't it? But you'd be interesting to know which one you've got. But yeah, so not a lot really coming to mind. But yeah, so we've got these vids we're going to work on then, folks. And now obviously on the two-wheel exploration video of today, there was a short bit of on-bike footage because I did have the GoPro, and yeah, I'll see you later, Chris. Yeah, take care. Yes, mate, and the very best to you, mate, Chris Sedgman. Thank you, mate. Yeah, you take care and enjoy the rest of your weekend, and hope it's a chilled out one, mate. All right, and maybe if you can squeeze a beer in somewhere, then why not? But yeah, no, it's just yeah. What I was saying, yeah, I did film a bit of short distance on the Jaffa Orange bike earlier. I had the camera on my chest harness, and I'll be interesting to see what that turns out like. And today as well was also the first vid that I got using the newly acquired. It's called a media mod, and it's made for the GoPro cameras. And basically what it does, it's got a better microphone on the media mod, and the media mod, the camera kind of like the camera's kind of like slots inside the media mod, and it locks in, and then you've got this extended sort of aerial on the top there, like a cylindrical aerial with a kind of like a little miniature dead cat sort of foamy thing that's designed to cut out wind noise, and I think it makes it considerably easier for people to hear you if you're recording on like a windy day or somewhere outside. And I think it does actually improve the microphone function of the camera as well, because it obviously doesn't just rely on the bitty little microphones inside the GoPro camera. It actually increases its capability. So that'll be interesting to find out. Oh, it has full control, mate. Oh, that's awesome, Jeremy. Yeah, definitely going to be interested to see what you're going to do with that. That's I bet you will be looping the loop and doing figures of eights and barrel rolls and all sorts, and you inside the next time we're down at the church hall, mate. That'll be awesome, won't it? We can see that thing and literally spinning on its axis and turning round and round and doing 360s. Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, I have, like I said, I haven't looked at anything from the camera yet. I've been chilling out. Yeah, I'm not sure, Colonel. I think it's something. Yeah, I think it's something you have to assemble. Yeah, so yeah, likely. But I know that Jeremy hasn't had it that long. He's obviously decided he's going to put it together, and I don't know if the wind is. If do you know what the wind's doing tomorrow, Jeremy? Is it supposed to be windy or no? But yeah, that's one thing I noticed this evening. It's flipping raining at the moment. Can you believe that? We've had a lovely, hot, dry, sunny day, and now out of nowhere, the rain's come. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're all like me, Colonel. I've done a hell of a lot of airfix models and stuff. You know, from youngster right up. You know, and I think I did build it. I can't. What was it? The last kit I made. I think the last kit I built was about 6 or 7 years ago. It was that. Yeah, it was that B-17 Flying Fortress, which is a large-scale Revel model that belonged to a late great friend of mine and that was left to me, and I kind of did that to him, really. You know. Yeah, model rail. We've been buying quite a lot. Yeah, yeah, that would be good, mate. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know what it is with model railways. It's no, I had a model railway when I was a youngster, and growing up and aging and living in lots of tiny little places over the years and never having enough space for things. I think that's probably what kind of like prevented my model railway interests really from going any further. But I think on the quiet, if I did get somewhere nice in the future with maybe a loft or a lodge or a spare room or something like that, I think I'd definitely be tempted to build another model railway. But especially now because they've got some fantastic additions now. I mean, when I was into model railways when at age like 14, the, the the locomotives and the rolling stock, they just trundled around the tracks, and you could use points and switchbacks and all kinds of other things, and you could form different trains and stuff. But it was a bit soulless in the sense that the only noise you could hear was the silence of this lovely looking steam locomotive chugging along, grumbling and whining a bit because we could hear the electric motor. But these days, you've actually got these realistic sound chips that are inside every single locomotive. And I'm guessing if you've got a diesel locomotive, it sounds like a diesel locomotive, like the one that it is supposed to be. And the same if it's like a steam locomotive, it probably makes chuffing noise. Yes, chuffing noises. Sorry. Made me laugh. Hey, Felgem Dom. Hello, mate. Hello, Jeff. How you doing? Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're doing okay. I'm guessing that nobody here is interested in football because I'm sure anybody who would be heavily engrossed in the World Cup by now. And yeah, so yeah, football. I've just had enough. It's just not my thing. I've come to that conclusion. And especially being here with my dad, I've watched football till it comes out of my ears, folks, and I just find it very difficult to follow. Yeah, don't worry about being late, Jeff. Yeah, no worries. It's 20 past 10. Isn't it? In fact, you know what? I thought, yeah, my dad's willing to football. I can't, mate. I'm with you on that, mate. And I think tonight is going to be, yeah, I'm not going to go giving information about it, but tonight I think is meant to be potentially a game where the England team could potentially get knocked out if they lose. So tonight's going to be fraught with tension, and no, definitely not. No, I don't like sports either, Jeff. No, yeah. But the fan displays, yeah. Well, I can sort of relate to it and all. But I mean, then again, I mean, England games I usually do watch, purely and simply to find out whether the spell has been broken, because I think as of yet, England. I mean, I don't know how many World Cups there's been in my lifetime and everybody else's lifetimes as well, but the very last time England won the World Cup was in 1966. Now we're now in 2026, and England are still yet to win a World Cup. Now, I mean, I, I that makes you feel sort of like depressed before you even started, isn't it? And I think we may have come close once or twice, but actually winning it, well, we haven't done that since 1966. So, yeah, I think my son's going, yeah, I don't, well, mate, yeah, that's it, innit? I mean, it was, I think there was various reasons why I could never get into football, because when I was at school, football was just in my class at school, every PE lesson, every kind of like, it ruled everything. All the boys were wearing shorts and the latest shirts, and it was football. Everybody wanted to be flipping Diego Maradona, and everybody was all following all these guys, and everyone was getting really militant about, like, oh, which team, your team, you don't support that team, their crap team, this is a good, better team, that your team's going to go, and it just became a complete and utter elitist pain in the bum that I could do without, basically. So for that reason, I decided earlier on that it wasn't for me. Yeah, so football. Yeah, okay. Well, that's enough said about football anyway. So, right. So, anybody got anything going on in the near future? 5 people in chat now. Yeah. Yeah, I can't stand it, mate. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. Right. So, yeah. Well, I said on the subject of this. I'll talk about this new media mod thing I've got for my camera, and it's obviously a media mod. Bit of drone flying tomorrow. Yeah, I don't blame you, mate. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be a good plan. I don't know what the weather's going to be up to tomorrow, mate. It might be worth checking it, whether this rain we've got now is going to linger in the morning or not. But hopefully it does one and the sun comes out again and it's nice and hot. But yeah, in fact, it's actually too hot to have this hat on, so I'm taking it off. Yeah, so yeah, the media mod. Now that's a new bit of kit we picked up recently, and I actually did a trade with Mr. Kerno on that one. So I traded something I had that he wanted, and I didn't really want anymore. And I've done this cool deal, and I've got the media mod for the GoPro camera, which is fantastic. I haven't got it with me, but it's actually upstairs somewhere. But yeah, the GoPro camera slots inside it, and then obviously once you switch the camera on, you've got the a better microphone, basically, so you're more able to deal with wind noise and stuff like that. So that would be interesting. I think this is a only the second video I've done so far. Oh yes, the battery handle. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and that was the other good thing about it, because the GoPro camera I've got is the GoPro 9, and that's the most up-to-date one I've got. I've got a GoPro 5 as well, but the footage on the GoPro 9 is considerably better than the GoPro 5. And the GoPro 5 is a great standby. And I think I did do a video of it with the GoPro 5 several months ago. But anyway, yeah, there's a handle that attaches to the media mod with the GoPro inside it. And basically, there's a USB-C lead that plugs into the media mod. And in the handle is basically a battery. So you can run the battery, the GoPro camera, instead of relying on the little tiny battery that's inside the GoPro camera, you can run the media mod, the GoPro off the media mod, which has got a rechargeable battery inside it, and it's flipping brilliant. And if you connect up the camera, the Bluetooth camera system from the media mod, from the GoPro camera to the handle, then it's Bluetooth. You've actually got buttons you can press on the handle to either select different modes on the camera, like video, photo, time lapse, whatever, and you can stop and start or take pictures by pushing the button, which is pretty cool, rather than putting your hand over the top of the camera and squeezing that awkward button, which I always find awkward, to either stop or start the video. And yeah, so that's a great thing, you know. Soak your cap in cold water. Yeah, that's a good idea, mate. Yeah, that's a very good idea. Yeah, that's very reminiscent of. I remember when I was in the cadets and we got a new beret, and we were told that when you get a brand new sort of beret that you wear on your head, it's basically flat and round like a sailor's cap, and it's completely shapeless. And if I remember rightly, one of the ways you have to mold it onto your head was you soak it in cold water, the beret, and you pick it out of the cold water, put it on your head wet, and try and form it into the shape that you want. And usually with British Forces berets, you've got the your beret badge, whatever it may be, has always got to be above your left eye, and then the beret is swept down over. And I remember the silly thing they used to tell you, the seam of the beret had to be 3 fingers from your ear. And if I'm right, then yeah, so you would be there with your sopping wet beret on a cold Sunday night. Yeah, molding your beret, your new beret that you got, because if you didn't, it just looked like Popeye the Sailor Man with your new unshaped, ill-fitting beret. And yeah, but you get that nice kind of like that heavy sort of Royal Marine look with your beret perfectly sort of shaped and formed, and that was quite a nice thing. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, once you mold the beret into the right position, and then you would just let it dry. You'd lift it off your head carefully when it's still wet but formed, and maybe perhaps rest it on top or leave it on the draining board in the kitchen or somewhere, and just let it naturally dry. And that's the shape of your beret. That you've done it. Yeah. Yeah, because of course Jeff would have been. Jeff was had affiliations with the military, didn't you? And I mean, I was in the cadets. That's as far as it went for me, and Mr. Kerno was as well. And yeah, so cool. Well, what random thing to talk about? But no, but it was started by Jeff was saying about getting his hat wet. But normally that's quite a good thing as well. And to be quite honest, if it's that hot like it was a couple of weeks ago, I took the little Jaffa Orange bike. I took it down to Green Beach on the Helford River, and by the time I got down there, I parked it up and I left my helmet clipped onto the bike, and I walked down to Green Beach, and the water was just beautiful, flat, calm, and I took my jacket off and put that down on the beach because I was just kind of like resting against it, and I went up to the water's edge, folks, and I actually did. I put my head into the sea and pulled my head out, and it was just glorious. The whole of my head was covered in seawater, but it was ice cold, and it was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, And by the time I'd actually walked from the beach back up to the top of the path to where the bike was, then my head was bone dry, and that was pretty good. So yeah, ATC, yeah, so was I, mate. Yeah, I was Air Training Corps and also in the Army Cadets. It was very refreshing, mate. I was in one of those situations where it was so that hot, I didn't know what to do about it, and I thought, if I drink something, that's not going to that's not going to cool me down. I thought the only thing that's going to really cool me down, I thought, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. Well, I was at the beach, wasn't I? So I literally just took my jacket off and did a handstand in the water and dunked my head over the water. So the back half of me was on the beach with my feet firmly dry and everything, and I was just kind of like a dog in the water. And luckily, I managed to get out. I managed to stand up without hurting my back. Yeah, so I was sort of like on all fours, and the front half of me was in the water, but it was worth it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know what it is about the sea. I mean, I've actually yet to go. That was my first little dip this year of the sea. And normally, when I go down to take Charlie down to the beaches, and that's a difficult thing at the moment because obviously, anybody who's got a dog knows they're from I think it's Easter Sunday to, or is it September? I think there's actually a dog ban to a lot of the beaches. You're not allowed to take your dog on certain beaches. I think there's one or two dog friendly beaches where you can go, but I'm not sure. I can't keep up with it. I can't remember where all the dog friendly beaches are and stuff. And besides that, if it's that hot, then do you really want to take your dog onto the scorching sand and potentially let him get like I mean, yeah, Charlie's a water dog. He goes in the water and he likes going in the water. And I know Star, my dad's dog, he definitely likes going in the water as well. But yeah, now there is a little beach down here actually, which is not really a beach. It's kind of like by a pier, and when the tide is out, there's quite a bit of sandy sort of like place. So I think what I'm going to do soon is take the dogs down there. I tried to do it the other night, but the tide was in, so there was no beach. But the back of the neck, yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah, drips would trickle down. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. How hot is it where you are then in Germany, Jeff? I bet it's roosting over there, isn't it, mate? Yeah, that would be interesting to know. Yeah, because we've had it, but I mean, but to be honest, Cornwall has got away with it very mildly. I mean, we've had some hot weather, but I heard that was it something like Essex and London way and the southeast that was like coming up for like, was it like 40 or 41 degrees? That's seriously hot. That is. Yeah. So yeah, that's seriously hot. So perhaps anybody, yeah. So Jeff, you're the furthest away at the moment. Yeah. So yeah, I just wonder how hot it was over there, mate. Yeah, and it's been seriously hot as well. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's considerably hotter than we've had. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, we've been up to about 31, 30, between 34 and 31, but no more than that really. That's what we've had, and that's been pretty difficult to deal with, to be honest with you. And that's been bad enough. But Christ, yeah, 38C, yeah, that would be yeah, that's going to make sleeping at night time difficult, isn't it? That sort of temperature. And interestingly enough, my dad was saying something the other day about how you're meant to keep your windows closed during the day with your curtains shut, and by doing that, apparently, it prevents the heat coming into the house. And then in the evening, you open your windows in the evening, and then that's supposed to let the colder air in and cool the house down. But well, I don't know. But 25, yeah, that's not that out of sorts, mate. Is it 25 degrees? I mean, I've no idea how much it is here. If I went to the car, I'd know. I'd find out there because the car's got a thermometer on it, and yeah. So when do you think your plane will be finished then, Jeremy? Is it quite an in-depth build? Is it? Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, that's what my dad was saying, and it sounds a bit weird because obviously during the daytime you think when it's hot, you just want to open your windows, don't you? But apparently not. Keeping the curtains shut and a window shut and closing curtains apparently is the best way to keep the heat out. But I still wouldn't, I'm not tempted personally. I think you should have the windows open whenever you want, really, and you know. But there we go. Early morning for an hour, yeah. Well, yeah, I guess that would be more bearable. Yeah. Right, we've got 5 people in chat. Open the windows, yeah, and let the hot air in. Really? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right, mate. Yeah, if it's hot outside during the day and you've got your windows open, then yeah, the house is going to get hotter in it. It's going to get considerably hotter. But yeah, well, coming up for nearly an hour anyway, so that's not bad, is it? Yeah. As any matters arising, as they say, anybody got anything they want to talk about? No? Yeah. So great day anyway, and myself and Mr. Kern, I think I'm probably going to be pretty tired. Yeah, do it, mate. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I think we'll sleep well tonight, Mark. I think we've had quite a bit of fresh air today, haven't we? Yeah, but yeah, no worries, mate. Yeah, no problem. Well, everyone's busy. I mean, I think I've done a live stream for about what 2 or 3 weeks now. I think. Yeah, I don't blame you, mate. Yeah. Well, it's Sunday tomorrow, so everybody can have a lie-in. And I don't think I've got any plans tomorrow. Just gonna stay around the house and help Dad, I think, and sort the dogs out as well. And wonder what sort of official. Yeah, a day of rest tomorrow, mate. Yeah, definitely. And yeah, I don't know. I might see if maybe I can charge up. It hopefully now this is the thing with like I was saying to Kerner earlier on. Like I'm quite into radio controlled models and with the helicopter I've got, and I'm kind of hoping the weather's all right. It's much nicer to fly these little radio controlled models when you've got like low, very very low to zero winds. That'd be nice. A nice still day would be good. But right, so well, I think to be honest, I'm getting pretty tired. So I think I'm going to call it, folks. And if anybody's got anything they want to say, any questions? No. Right. Yeah. Good night, folks. I'm going to say good night, everybody, because yeah, I can feel myself fading. So why not hit the like button before you go? And we will be seeing. Yeah. Good night. Yeah. Good night, mate. Good night, everybody. Yeah. Good night, Jeff, mate. Yeah, all the best to you all right, and good night, Gusket. Hope you do well with your model, and we'll be back again at some point. So, toodaloo, cheers, folks.